Welcome to another video. This is the incredible story of Instagram, how a company with just 13 employees was sold to Facebook for $1 billion in just 3 years. Kevin Systrom, while studying at Stanford, was approached by Mark Zuckerberg to work for Facebook, but he declined the offer. He was later selected in the Mayfield Fellowship program to get a mentorship at a startup called Odeo, which would eventually give rise to Twitter. Mike was also from Stanford and he had met Kevin earlier. They were in the same area and started to work on this idea called Bourbon, a check in app. Bourbon was an app for just making a check in for bars. Just go there, take a picture, and tell that you were present there. Kevin started to look for investors. One day he went to a bar where all investors were holding a meeting and people were showing the prototypes of their ideas. Kevin showed it to one of the earlier investors, Steve Anderson, who agreed to invest $50,000 in their app. Now, this was a big money for a company run by two people. On March 5, 2010, Kevin closed a $5 lakh seed funding round with Baseline Ventures while working on Bourbon. But Bourbon wasn't going anywhere in terms of popularity. Very few people were using it. So Mike and Kevin realized that this thing is not going to work. They only had 100 users. Instead of thinking what marketing strategy should we use so that more people can join this application, they asked user of application why they were using it. The users told them they never really cared about check-in aspect of the app, but they were more intrigued with the photo sharing feature. This is where everything changed at Bourbon, and Instagram was born. Instagram was not the only photo sharing app on the Play Store, but Kevin and Mike were always focused on what kind of problems they were solving. Kevin was on vacation with his girlfriend and told her how excited he was about the new app that they were building. But his girlfriend wasn't going to use it as her photos don't look good. She told him you should add filters so that the photos are cool and nice. Kevin went back to the hotel room and created the first filter on Instagram. He posted a photo of his dog on the app. The application was released on 10th October 2010, and within a period of 1 month, they had 1 million users. In the first 2 years, many prominent celebrities joined Instagram. Mark Zuckerberg decided that he wanted to buy the company. He approached them with an offer of $1 billion. Both of them agreed. They believed Facebook could take the company to new heights. When the bourbon wasn't working, they weren't sure whether they should change the idea or persevere. They decided to change the idea after asking the right questions to their users. This was an important part in the history of Instagram. Many people would have refrained from changing their decision with the kind of money they had as the investment. To conclude, sometimes it's important to change an initial idea which is not working out for you instead of going with the same one.